January 3rd, 2076. A day that my brother and I will never forget. We were at war with a nefarious race of extraterrestrials known as the Takarians. Their race consisted of incredibly menacing intergalactic murderers from planet Arion, in the fourth quadrant of the Triton galaxy. Their goal was to take over planet Earth and enslave all humans on the planet. My father, who was the commander of one of the most feared fleets in the universe, the Interstellar Starship Federation, was tasked with the incredibly daunting task of not only stopping the Takarians, but to eliminate their entire race from existence. Unfortunately, my father and mother were killed on that fateful day, as they were leaving the space station to meet with politicians from planet Mars. My brother and I were on Earth when this event took place, as we were far too young to accompany them on these dangerous voyages. As time persisted, my brother rose up the ranks very quickly, and at age 32, became the youngest elite commander to have ever served. As for me, I joined the fleet, but somehow got promoted to second elite commander above many others who were more qualified than I was. I'm sure my parents' ranking had much to do with all of my promotions to that position. Coincidentally, over 27 years after my parents' death, I stumbled upon something that I wasn't supposed to know.
Cassie.
Oh my gosh. Lucas, you scared the hell out of me.
Well, better it be me than a Takartian. You know, Cassie, you should be more aware of your surroundings. You know the type of target that you are, being that you're an offspring of one of the most powerful leaders in universal history.
I'm not worried. I don't think a Takartian would be foolish enough to infiltrate our base station, unless it's looking for a suicide mission.
I've always admired your fearless attitude, sis. But I think it will be the very thing that gets you into trouble. I'm not talking to you as the elite captain, I'm talking to you as your brother.
Funny you should say that, Lucas. Personally, I can never tell the difference.
Interesting. Is that the new fusion weapon you're working on? It looks to be an incredibly powerful weapon for us to use on the Takartians.
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the don't ask, don't tell policy, Lucas, being that you're the one who created it. By the way, Lucas, I've been meaning to talk to you about something I heard some members of the fleet discussing at our previous meeting. They were talking about a new advancement in AI technology, and that it will be the first layer 2 AI blockchain. I'll cut you a deal. If you tell me more about this project, I'll tell you more about this one.
Oh, sorry, sis. I don't mean to cut this conversation so short. I have a meeting with some delegates from the Darjan galaxy in 5 minutes. Maybe we can have this chat some other time.
And just like that, my brother avoided the conversation. Not long after he left, I saw a memo on the ground. It looked as though Lucas accidentally dropped it as he was leaving for the meeting. Top secret. The project has been progressing very well, and it will be a successful benefactor in the elimination of the Takartian race. You must only interact with the project with at least 2 members of the fleet present, with 2 or more armed with the highest grade of weapons tech, depending on which timeline you are reading this very memo. If you decide to interact with the project without supervision, or an accompanying party to assist, you will risk certain death from this interaction, as 2 members have already been killed due to their negligence. Do so at your own risk. Access code 7895469987, Room 8, Laboratory 110. Lucas. What on earth are you trying to keep a secret? Being the daredevil that I am, I intended to find out, and proceeded to this secret area by myself. Well, this must be the secret project that's been talked about on the main deck, and is also what my brother has been trying to hide. This is strange. This AI of some sort looks familiar. I guess I could have a closer look. Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you. It looks as though someone has frightened you. I bet it had something to do with those 2 fleet officers that were up here. What were they trying to do to you, and why did you kill them? But you need not to worry, I will protect you. I'll make sure nothing happens to you from now on. Now rest, you seem exhausted. This is the next evolution in AI technology. This is Prometheum Prodigy. What was that? I think I hear footsteps. Someone is coming. I have to hide.
Oh yes. Prometheum. You are almost finished. You're my little secret weapon, and I can't wait to use you against the Takardans. I'm so happy that I stole my sister's DNA to create you. You are perfect in every way, and I'll use you to not only wipe the Takardans from existence, but I'll use you to take over the entire universe. All my parents, so pathetic in their reasoning to bring peace to our solar system, instead of trying to conquer the entire universe. Oh yes! I'll be the greatest commander in history, and I have you to thank for it all.
This cannot be. How could my brother tarnish the legacy of our parents? How could he create this life form without my permission? Only one thing is for certain now. My brother must be stopped.